All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Dublin Shamrocks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun, Zimmer, and he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On first down, here's Love.
Watch the twins.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, Love.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And now a carry here for their fullback. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready to break.
Check.
Hey, stand on.
Check 9.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zimmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Keep it up, guys. Watch it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch twins.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carried by number 23. Reed Williams on the back.
Now they try the right side here. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
His guys
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
218, chopper. 5.
Off the play fake. Zimmer nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Henry, 54. Come on, dude. Check, 66. Pull it now.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
We got three. Get it.
Now they'll run the out. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
On the ready.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Second and 5. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Right there, 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On second and 9, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Throwing is Murray on third down. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown! Bryce Love with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Check.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting through. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Murray. And this is Cook with a grab. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Crawford. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The 26-yard line.
Check out route. Hot.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 40. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. 27 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score of Monarchs 28, Shamrocks 14.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 36, 36.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Throwing to start the drive. Zimmer. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well,
and now look at him go. Past the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 59 yards for him on the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the give, this is their fullback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, fullback touchdowns have become rare. We just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Gordon, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he stopped immediately there. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for our visitors, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign.